Are we live? Kevin, what's going on, buddy? Oh, probably help to have some light. We'll give it a few minutes and see if other people hop in. Apparently YouTube's having issues. So maybe I'm live, maybe I'm not live, maybe I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Kevin, if you're still here, how is your Tuesday? Warren, yes, it is. YouTube definitely is a poster child for issues. Um, Saying on that phone, showing on this phone. Like, this is my home screen on YouTube right now. Something went wrong. Try again. Click. And it just goes back. So I guess we're kind of fortunate that I'm able to. You guys are able to see me. So I don't know. Hopefully, I'm trying to think back when it happened. At least an hour ago. So you'd think that they would be on top of it, but Google and YouTube only move as fast as they want to, and that's generally when they start losing money. Yvonne, how are you doing? Dash and Diva, how are you? Love wins, good to see you. Princess Mel. Yvonne says, yeah, it's tripping big time. Michael, good to see you. James, yeah, no, it's definitely not just you. I'm, yeah, I thought it was like my cell service. Oh, it was having an issue. Let's see, YouTube down 37 minutes ago. It's not just you. YouTube is partially down in outage. YouTube is down for more than 240,000 users in the US. That's oddly specific. I don't know how they can tell that if it's down. You think that they take enough money from everybody, that all the content creators and the companies that pay for the ads that we all have to skip. You'd think that YouTube and Google would not have the issues that they have. And But if you knew the amount of money that they made just off of content creators, that money alone, there should never be an outage or an issue, ever. Yep, YouTube definitely strikes again. Deb, good to see you. How are you doing? Thank you, Mel. Drain the Swamp, good to see you. Deanna, good to see you. How are you doing? You're about ready to take your EpiPen out for withdrawal? Don't do that. EpiPens aren't cheap. Dashing Diva says in other countries too. Well, they can go do other things. It's dark and it's raining and there's nothing else for me to do today, so Told YouTube don't make me take off my earrings and put my hair in a ponytail. Yeah, I had that visualization of Alon doing that, and I don't ever want to see that in real life. Actually, I kind of do. Directed at the right person, though. Yes, is everybody feeling better this week? Some of you guys, Alon, were sick, super sick last week, so hopefully you're all better. Nobody wants to look at this ugly mug on a 4K TV. Good God, I don't like looking at this ugly mug in a mirror. Could have been a hack from overseas. At this point, what country isn't upset with the U.S.? No, there's probably quite a few that are, still getting money from us. So why not? Warren says, I once sent a message on an office wide chat. If you don't see this, please let me know. Everyone who saw it laughed, and everyone who didn't see it wanted to know why they were laughing. I feel like that's something I would do. How are the winds? Never mind. I don't know. Yes, Yvonne, one day. Cowboys game, AT&T Stadium, or Vegas, whatever happens first. How did you get a whole jar of those, Mel? Hmm, I kind of want a jar of those. Just kidding. I do have a jar of them. The jar's empty because I have none. Been pretty windy. Yeah, Jason, we know you break wind. Neighborhood thinks it's a water treatment facility down the street. Little do they know it's Jason. Winds are horrible. Allergies are bad. I'm so glad I live here then. There's not a lot of allergies or wind. There are a lot of idiots, but there's no cure for that. Oh, you got them on Amazon? You can get them. You can actually get a jar of them on Amazon. That's cool. You can get anything on Amazon, apparently. Stacy, good to see you. How are you? How is Jaden? There was a solar eclipse. I didn't even hear about that. I have not paid attention to that. When was the last time I looked at the news? Your guess is as good as mine. Uh, More than my neighborhood, I got plenty that goes everywhere. That you do, Jason. That you do. Uh, There's something I was gonna ask you guys about Spark for you sparklers. I know I have a screenshot of it. That you do, Jay. That you do. I haven't saved that many pictures, have I? Jesus. Holy cheese, it's Batman. Maybe I have. Since the last update on Walmart Spark, I've been getting the most ridiculous orders that I just decline them now that there's no acceptance rate. But they've been sending, so the Walmart that I pick up at in my area, there's 5 Walmarts. Mine is the very north Walmart. There's 5 other Walmarts south of me, so there's 6 total. And the other 5 are all obviously closer to Portland, the town I will not go into. And since the update, I have been getting a lot of offers daily, mind you, daily, of these $20, $25, 25-mile drop offs. Really, Dodge Ram? Turn your headlights off, idiot. Again, I'm parked. There's nobody around, and there's always got to be the one idiot. But they keep sending these screwed up offers that make absolutely no sense money wise, mileage wise, logistically. I don't know if they just have a blind person. They just like, there's your DEI hire of the month. We're going to hire a blind person for logistics. We can see them going places. Yes, like right into a wall because they can't see where they're going. 5 Walmarts within 5 miles of Portland, and Walmart keeps sending these orders to like almost the farthest Walmart away that you can get without being in another county. It has just been since the update. I've talked to a couple of the employees though, and they've actually seen an increase in drivers returning orders because one, they've actually realized, oh, it's going to Portland, I'm not going there. Two, by the time they get the other orders dropped off and make it to Portland, their hour and 10-minute window, whatever, for drop off, they go past it. So they got to turn around before they even get to Portland and just return the order because it's got milk and the milk's, been out away from the store too long. So have you guys been experiencing that since the last update? Because I'm hoping to God I'm not the only person. I know I'm not because um, I talked to Fawn the other day, and she was too. She was seeing some of those offers, but I don't understand why logistics is so difficult for a delivery company. Like that's what you do. Logistics. Customer orders something. Let's make sure it goes to the closest store so the customer doesn't have to wait that long. And the person picking up the order doesn't have to drive as far, which means they get it dropped off quicker, which means they can go pick up another order quicker, which means we have happy customers. We have employees who aren't just standing around waiting on drivers. Uh, oh, wow. All of a sudden, everything runs smooth because of logistics. Amazon isn't even the best at it. They're better than Walmart, but not by much. Ellen, good to see you. How long have I been live? 15 minutes. Michael says, oh, Yvonne, thank you for the happy poo. Michael says, same thing happens to me in my area, never fails. I'll be on the extreme side of town trying to get work off those Walmarts and I'll get orders from the totally opposite. Yeah. The thing is, most of the time, the orders that I pick up here go north, out of town, or east, out of town, which I don't mind going out of town a few miles to drop an order off and come back. Less traffic lights, less traffic. Uh, I'm not driving in 35, 40 mile an hour roads. I'm on back roads and highways where I get to do 50 to 60. But yeah, just send me ridiculous crap like an order going 23 miles into Portland. And, and Warren knows. Hey, Warren, do I want to pick up a Walmart order from here going into Portland and be on either the I-5 or the 205 bridge between, I don't know, 3 and 7? I don't. I see YouTube's outage has not escaped the trolls. Corey, how's it going? Paul, don't put that on me. And don't give Spark any ideas. If they could do international delivery, I'm sure they would. Even if it's just across the Canada. Captain Michael, good to see you. Just tell Walmart Spark you support ICE and refuse to go to Portland. I think that might be implied considering I'm a white guy in a white car. I didn't plan it that way. I didn't plan on being born white. That's just how it happened. I didn't necessarily plan on getting another white car either, but it was the best deal. So you guys, I try to behave. So my friend that still does Spark told me that they said that I was messing with him. I am sorry. I'm sorry that logic and common sense aren't as normal as they used to be. That's about Jay. Sorry. Man, I was apologizing for no reason. When logistics loses logic. Not wrong. Princess Mel, thank you for the happy poop. AI is not logistically smart. No, they're not. Because they don't take into account the human factor. And you cannot teach AI certain human characteristics. Yvonne and Michael both 5 months. At the Bigfoot level, they've been married longer than that. Thank you both. YouTube is back up. We'll probably see a flood of trolls jonesing from their little YouTube withdrawal for like the last hour and a half. You're getting a lot of trolls popping in. Yes, Captain Michael, that would be why. I had a movie going in the background because you guys know how it is. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you get tired of listening to the radio. Sometimes you get, tired of listening to an audio book, or you need to mix things up. I'll put on a movie on YouTube. I don't ever watch it because it's a movie I've seen like 5,000 times, but I just listen to it while I'm driving. And yeah, fortunately, I had a decent movie on. This is the only thing that I could watch. Another month in the books. We're already almost through the second month of 2026. This year is going to fly by. Captain Michael, probably a good idea. I grabbed a shovel and dug my own hole on that one. Corey, what's going on? Uh, when Ice was in town, I had the best week of Spark Pay ever. Maybe I need to go. Maybe I should go Spark over in Portland. No, no. Maybe I should be down. Probably shouldn't go there either. Corey, 12 months squirrel level. I appreciate that. I don't know how you guys put up with some of us Americans. Let's not forget they don't factor the traffic, weather, and unknown like accidents or stupid people on the road. And yeah, I mean they could just account for stupid people and it would cover pretty much everything. Speaking of stupid people, I got stuck behind somebody earlier doing 25 miles an hour in a posted 40, two-lane road. Could not pass them. Some people really need to get some self-awareness and realize that, hey, I'm a crappy driver, or I don't like driving, or I hate having to do the speed limit. I would rather go slow and be safe and hold traffic up for 7 miles. Have the self awareness to go and call yourself an Uber because you drive like crap. In fact, I think that should go on a t shirt. Call an Uber, you drive like crap. Maybe I should go work at Uber in their advertising department. I'll do a whole campaign on crappy drivers and why you should take an Uber. Oh, there's plenty of stupid people on the road. Only problem is they're in their cars. Princess Mel, 11 months. Let's go. Captain Michael, it's the whole state of Florida. In reference to what? Oh, Lordy, try Texas. I would. I wouldn't. I love seeing some of the. You guys know me. I have to look at the comments that get blocked because sometimes, not very often, but sometimes, comments from trolls, comments from people with trollish tendencies actually are kind of funny, or at least I have a sarcastic comeback for them. Where do I have? Where do I got? The comment was, "Where do you got Nancy Guthrie at?" The basement next to Slim Shady's mom. Or was it the closet where yeah, there was a thing some of you may have seen, some of you may have not have seen, um, blaming the gig worker. They're looking into a gig worker for the disappearance, or they were. Maybe it was the DoorDash driver. Oh, good lord. Oh, yeah, Corey, you do have that channel. You have that account as well. 31 months. Good lord. Oh, you got the double time out there, Dylan. Oh, Mel. I don't see you, and I know what kind of car you drive, so you can't. It was not a Toyota in front of me. It was driving like an idiot. Surprisingly, because usually it's a Prius, 0 to 60 eventually. It was a early 2000s Pontiac Vibe, like that little crossover. Yeah, I don't know if it may have just been a little three-cylinder under the hood. It just would not go like above 25, and then almost came to a stop before making a turn into their driveway. Those people are the worst. But do you really have to come to a complete stop in the road before you make a turn into your driveway? Because they're an imaginary stop sign that you put up in your head. There's not too many of them out there, but this was one of them. Freaking 25 and a 45. Like I'm trying to get paid. Shelly, good to see you. Ellen, you still in here? Ellen's being quiet. I saw Ellen. I said hi to Ellen, and then that, well, Ellen's probably cooking dinner actually at this time. Captain Michael says, "I'm good enough. I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me." In reference to the stupid people on the road. Yeah, because there for a while, you guys in Florida had people doing bath salts and walking out into traffic, so and wrestling alligators. Like, yes, let's get you know do some bath salts and go wrestle something that could snap your head off your neck in one bite. Brilliant idea. Those are definitely not the best and brightest of Florida. Hubby's YouTube keeps kicking him off. Well, what the heck? I was at Walmart today and was talking on Discord, was referring how mean some customers are to someone. Lady walks past me on the phone and says to me, "Shut up." Yeah, me and that lady would have had words. I would have been like, "Oh, look, we have an asshole in his natural environment." That's probably what what I would have said to the customer or to the Walmart customer in the store. 1 minute you can see comments, and the next you can't. Then I'm back. What? Come on, Alphabet Company, get it together. When in doubt, blame the Prius drivers. Those vibes are awful. Yeah, I don't like putting. Trust me, I blame Prius drivers enough, but I blame Prius drivers for the way they drive their Prius. I'm not going to blame a Prius driver for somebody driving a Pontiac Vibe. I think the thing came out when I was in high school, so that might be why it's running a little slow. Let's see. Mel says, Michael, restart your phone. Cowboys Michael, not Captain Michael. Oh, is it MJ's birthday? Paul says will not take order involving flowers on Valentine's Day anymore. Whole nother reason I like Spark. I mean, trust me, Spark's got its issues, but I haven't delivered flowers. I didn't have to deliver flowers to anybody. I didn't have to deliver. I didn't have to hand flowers to a dude like I did a few years ago. That's on YouTube. I'm trying to think. Anything happened on Valentine's Day? National Singles Awareness Day for the rest of us. Um, I don't think I had any like really, really good offers. I don't know. Let's open up Spark and look. Wait, what am I talking about? Valentine's Day was Saturday. I didn't work. That would be why I don't remember what happened on Valentine's Day. I was up in the mountains. Don't need people on bath salts and beggars standing in the road begging for money and dodging in and out of traffic. I know they're taking those people out there begging or taking up space for the idiots that should actually be the ones that should be, as my friend Dennis says, um, they should be the ones out there counting hubcaps. You got to lay down and turn your head just at the right angle so you can count them properly though. Did the wife kick me out? That was funny. Um, no. And what's a wife? I'm sorry. Captain Michael. Agreed. Where he ran them to the ground working at the lab. Had a semi honking at me because he had to slow down from the car in front of me. Okay, so he was more or less honking at the person in front of you and not you. You just happened to be in the way. Yvonne. Oh, see, Yvonne, I was talking about your husband and you didn't even know it. Hallmark holiday. Holidays were invented by Hallmark to sell greeting cards. It's true. You didn't get to hand out any flowers on Valentine's just the day before? Didn't even do that. What did I do Saturday? Went to the mountain. No, I know what I did Saturday. Um, I'm screwing with somebody right now who will watch this in the future. Um, what I got put to work, then I put myself to work even harder, cleaning the side of a shed. Then my buddy Joe, his neighbor, let us know that he was home, so we returned in kind and said, "Hey, what's up?" Pew pew. By the way, um, nice being out in the woods. You can just pretty much do whatever you want within reason. We had Russian sausage and potatoes. It's actually really good. I, Russian food is awesome. If you haven't tried it, go try some Russian food. Really get big for some. No, waiting for the weather to get a little bit warmer though, so we can go out squatching. Got a lot to do when the weather gets nice. Um, Warren's been delivering pregnancy test kits the last 3 days. I don't think they can tell that quick, or can they? I've never had to take a pregnancy test because I'm a guy. It'd be very weird to. I don't know. Ran those Pontiac vibes to the ground. This one I felt bad for. The driver obviously lacking a brain. Wait, what, Jason? Okay, so you invite me to your Discord, and I think about it because honestly, I got a lot of apps, and I joined Discord, and I'm trying to figure out how to what are with all the tabs. I have no idea. I joined your server, and there's like 19 tabs on my screen, and then you just give your server away. I'm never going to Jason's house. He would invite me over. I would drive the 17, 1800 miles, whatever it is, from here to there. And by the time I got there, he'd have moved out, moved into a different place, and not let me know. Warren says love is a chemical accidentally discovered by DuPont while they were inventing spatulas that don't melt. Thus, the first cold hearted person was invented. Spatulas don't melt. People with cold hearts don't either. Still have the email you sent. No, not talking to me on that. Eric, good to see you. How you doing? I heard that being out in the woods is all fun and games until the banjo starts. Yeah, banjo music starts. Yes. Um, no, actually, you're good until you hear "you got a pretty mouth." When you hear that phrase, then it's time to worry just a little bit. Captain Michael, you have a brain. If only other people had brains. Warren says squeal like a pig. Um, it's better now, more organized. Organization is good. No worries, Jason. I just had to give you crap. What do you think of mosquitoes? Give a descriptive answer. Mosquitoes are like an ex-girlfriend for many reasons I'll let you come up with. Mel does hope I take it back, but I don't want it. Oh, so you didn't like leave it to her in your will because you were being nice. You're like, here, take it. I don't want it anymore. You got a pretty mouth. Run. Yes, exactly. And then the tune up of banjos. Um, well, we just all went down the deliverance hole. Is that a movie quote? You got a pretty mouth. Deliverance. If you haven't seen it, just be warned. Just be warned. All right, you Tesla idiot. For the record, I actually I don't mind Teslas. But again, idiot. I feel like I could park on the moon and do a live stream, and at some point somebody's gonna pull up and shine their headlights in front in my car. Yes, on the moon, it will happen. Is it scary? Depends if you got a pretty mouth. Travis, oh my god. No, but we do know who that boy turned into. You got drama outside the house? Why am I live? Yvonne, maybe you should be live. No, wait for the cops, and then go stand out there and and play the cops theme song. You gotta give the disclaimer at the end, though. It's the only thing. You gotta give the disclaimer at the end. How's Travis doing? Tesla Tulsa, Oklahoma. And then you just pulled around here for whatever reason. Okay. Cyber trucks are driving on the road at night down a two-lane road with one either coming at you or one right on your butt sucks. I don't know who else does it, but it's people with these obnoxiously bright LED headlights and accent lights. Like, I like things bright. I like to be able to see. My headlights are brighter than my old ones. They're LEDs, but I didn't go like um god level where it looks like that you just flip them on. It's like, oh, day one, let there be light. They suck on a two-lane road though. Um, and that light bar will hit both your side mirrors, especially if they're behind you. It'll hit both your side mirrors, and you want to give them a little one finger wave. Elon Musk was that kid who no one would play with, even though he had a PlayStation, Xbox, and a Sega, and a Slurpee machine. I don't know. Maybe if he had a Slurpee machine, more people would have played with him. I haven't told. Uh, you don't have to go into it on here if you don't want to, Jason. Well, if you want to talk about it offline, just let me know. I laugh at Cybertrucks when it takes a 4-point turn to back out of a spot at the grocery store when they park right front. Just wanting to simplify life. I get it. I definitely get it. It one thing doing this as long as I've done it, gig work, it takes a toll, and then you start evaluating other things in life and YouTube and yeah. I get Jason. I get it, man. Trust me, I get it. It is if I want my life so simple. I'll take the internet, but I don't want to have to do gig work anymore. And that's when I'll be able to actually have the power of the off switch on my internet and be like, you know what, not dealing with it today. Um, I had a Twitter or an X and deleted that. I've deleted. I'm also downsizing social media because you reach a point you kind of just get tired of You get tired of the internet. I get tired of the internet. Nobody, it used to be that society rewarded um, intellect and hard work, and now if you only have enough brain cells, if you got two brain cells and you're willing to run as fast as you can head first into a or face first into a brick wall, you'll wake up tomorrow with a headache and like six figures in the bank. They The internet just sucks sometimes. And so do idiots who drive Tesla Cybertrucks and park where nobody else is parking. Thanks for moving, Richard. Luke, what's going on? How you doing? David, what's going on? Yes, don't be a Richard. It's my advice for the week. Just don't be a Richard. Besides Charlie and the Amazing Chat on Tuesday nights, they were having a full blown party a few houses down. Should walk down, see who's all down there. Lone Wolf, good to see you. How you doing? Yes, Captain Michael, you did. I am doing well. How are you doing? Brody, who am I waiting for? Nobody. Am I on my lunch break? No, that was a few hours ago. We're just hanging out. You are a princess. We have a princess and a unicorn in the chat. Life is like a box of chocolates. Uh-oh, hubby about to call the popo. All right, go out there, crank up the volume on your phone. I'll say it for you. Uh, Connie, good to see you. Have a good night. Simplifying by combining Facebook, X, SMS, and faxing into one flat called Woof. Sounds like something dogs have been doing for years. Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. There you go. I had somebody else tell me that I should, if I asked if I've ever thought about doing stand up, like I'm not the first person to say that to me, but I don't know. I don't know how that would go. I don't I'm not big on standing up talking in front of large crowds, but and remember in school when they're like, "Oh, just, picture the audience in their underwear." I hope the audience just didn't leave Walmart because there's a lot of people I would not wanna see in their underwear then. Hmm. Don't even like seeing them in their pajamas at Walmart. No, no. I'm okay on that. How did I remember that? Easy. I have a really scary brain, but you guys should pretty much all know that by now. I can say the alphabet backwards too. That's probably a scarier feat. I think the Sport F-350's lost. Been driving all over this parking lot looking for a parking spot apparently. Or it could just be because he's driving a Ford, I don't know. It hasn't been able to find the exit from Walmart. Yes, Michael, just like how you can quote every line in Spaceballs. I have the cops intro. I have or the disclaimer. Um, I can do the. My buddy Joe will back me up on this because he's had seen me do it. He's experienced it. But I can basically go down like almost the entire Gunnery Sergeant Hartman intro of Full Metal Jacket. I haven't seen that movie I've seen it enough, but yeah, my brain's just a scary place. But you guys already knew that. Mel double dog dare you Charlie alphabet backwards. Or hey, you can do a live comedy show. I've thought about putting together. I may do that. I may do that. I may not necessarily comedy, but I may um, try to come up with some little short, funny videos or something, and throw it out there and see what happens. Oh, yeah, we'll see. Regular chat Tuesdays, comedy Wednesdays. That I mean, I would. My humor does not have a filter at all. All right, alphabet backwards. Travis says I would rather have my fingernails pulled off than stand up in front of a large audience and speak. Travis, I'm the same way. I'm like small, intimate gatherings, like few people, maybe 10, 15 of the absolute most. Small enough group that I feel comfortable being able to like just point at somebody and go, "Hey, how's it going?" And like that kind of size. Packed room, no, gonna have to change that or get Cheech and Chong baked. I that because I don't drink. Um, we'll start with videos and see where that goes. Okay, alphabet backwards. ZYXWVUTSRQPONM LKJIHGFEDCBA. It's actually more pressure trying to say it slowly than it is just to blurt it out. ZYXWVUTSRQPONMLKJIHGFETCBA. If my mouth could always move and talk as fast as my brain thinks, we'd be a whole lot better. 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it. Don't have the Ray-Bans. Dang it. Or the hat. Or the suit. Definitely don't have the police car. And I didn't get out of jail either. Um, you cheated, Captain Michael. Wait, what? Oh, Michael. You did go from Q to Z backwards. It's okay. Here, I'll even do it again. ZYXWVUTSRQPONMLKJIHGFEDCBA. And thank you for the $5 super chat. I feel like a little monkey and somebody's just poking me to do something entertaining. It's okay. Oh, Matt Rife. Matt Rife's funny. Actually, Heavy City is more like a Matt Rife comedy. Oh, you do have it all figured out for me? My Captain Michael says, Charlie, you sir are too smart. I mean, smart for gig work. Well, I appreciate it. Some days, a lot of days, I am out here wondering what I'm doing with my life. I didn't get a lot of I didn't necessarily get a lot of guidance or direction growing up, in my teenage years. Um, so in some things, I'm a late bloomer. Don't go down the gutter. I'm definitely not a late bloomer on that, but I look like Kip from Napoleon Dynamite. Cool. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that again. Flash Phelps said it's actually easier to do the alphabet backwards than forwards. I don't know about that. I mean, if you're eating alphabet soup, I guess. But I mean, you have the whole alphabet song, and it doesn't sound even remotely the same if you try to sing it backwards. As long as you don't claim credit. No, 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 definitely not doing that. I've been potty trained. Yvonne wonders what she's doing every day she clocks in at her W-2. I do a lot of wondering. Any of you guys know, you're in your car so much. There is so much time to think. In fact, there's too much time to think, and that's like half the battle. And this then ding ding offer time and thought is on back burner. I wish that were the case here some days. It is not. Earlier I sat for an hour and a half going, what am I doing with my life? Ding. Oh, $13 to drop 3 orders off and drive 17 miles, and this will take an hour. What am I doing with my life? Declining that order. Oh, your sister met him recently? That's cool. America's. Thank you for that. I didn't know. That's why I was trying to get here to America. I'm trying to get here. Where the heck did I come from? Pretty sure I've been here my whole life. Standard test they gave us in 8th grade said I should become a fire watcher. I never took that test. Maybe I need to go take that test. I think I need to go take that test. Napoleon and Pedro went to our hometown, Abilene. Oh, really? A few weeks ago? I got it, Michael. Yes. If you turn around, you can say the alphabet backwards, technically. Luke and Warren could get together and make a fortune solving each other's problems. You and Warren would make a lot of money going into the pharmacy. A lot of money. Now you just need a fire wrangler. I don't know why I said wrangler. You got a fire starter, a wrangler, and a watcher. Three smoketeers. No, I don't know if everybody could handle my sense of humor though, because I do have a dark, kind of morbid sense of humor. I keep that. I keep that on a leash. I graduated from high school. The occupation most in demand was key punch operator. Lack of key punch operators was holding back the adoption of computers in business. And it's amazing that the very thing that humanity invented will be the downfall. We're all our own worst enemy. If you don't daydream and kind of plan things in your imagination, you never get there. So you have to start someplace. Robert Duvall, phenomenal actor. I shed a tear when I found out he passed away. Yeah, I don't think us '90s kids are doing so hot right now. Three in a week, our music, our movies, and our television shows. Thank you, Shelley. Same thought waves, Charlie. Oh well. Great minds think alike. Sometimes be scary. All of us are still here after all these years following you, so why not try it? You make a good point. Make something happen. Oh, I know you've seen my sense of humor, Jason. I don't know if you've actually seen like my darkest sense of humor. Um, Jimmy Carr. If any of you guys listen to Jimmy Carr, um, I think he's really funny. Jeff, good to see you. How you doing? Yes, Jay is on and Groundhog Day has started. I'm still waiting. By the way, I know the Groundhog's Day happened, and the I think it saw its shadow. It said somebody said it saw its shadow. I'm waiting. Like, how much do we really know about groundhogs? Like 30 years from now, I'm gonna be rolling over laughing when scientists actually come out and go, groundhogs are blind. They have never been able to see their shadow. Because isn't it technically like I didn't pay attention in science class because science bored the crap out of me. Regular science. Isn't it a type of rodent? And like those dwellers, a lot of them are blind. And if you've been stuck in a hole in the ground, I'm sorry. You pull me out. You go in a dark room for an hour, pitch black, and then turn every light on. It's gonna be freaking bright. You're not gonna be able to see anything. Groundhogs. Mel dreams all the time. She'll live forever. Yes, you will. Jason dreams about hot women on a beach. I'll keep that one to myself.  'Cause, 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 Yeah, Jason, you need to talk to Captain Michael. Heard something on the news about where the groundhog ranks among meteorologists forecasting. Winter, his rank is 17. I mean, literally, the groundhog could come out every Groundhog's Day, see its shadow. They say he saw his shadow, and he would still be right a higher percentage than the average meteorologist. And he basically just has to bet red every single time. JR, what's going on? Jamie, how are you doing? Those are moles. Same difference. It's just they're the same family, aren't they? Groundhogs are they're not cute. They're cute in an ugly way. Back in '82, you could throw a pigskin a quarter mile. Was the pig still alive? My economics teacher in high school told me I think she was just being. I had a couple of teachers that I liked. A couple of teachers in at school I did not like. Half awake and half on the pass outside. Groundhogs are cuter than moles. Like groundhogs and hedgehogs are cousins. Could be. I have no idea. That wasn't the area of science that like really interested me. I actually liked more of the geology stuff, more of the outdoors and formations and rocks and mountains and volcanoes and uh, I did science fair projects on like Edison and guys like that. This was obviously before all the things about Thomas Edison came out that he did, which not going to go down that avenue, but I'm going to reserve judgment. Overtime on live tonight? No, we're about 10 minutes left, right? Moles are closer to possums, I think is what I'm thinking of, and armadillos, right? Is that am I on the right? I don't even know if there's anybody that no. Yep, you guys have Google. You're all scientists. I have Google too, but I'm not looking it up. Prescribed medication knocks me out early. We'll start taking it later. Problem solved. take it an hour later than you normally do, and you'll be up an hour later than you are now. Yeah, I'm definitely ready for spring and, well, not necessarily tornadoes. I'm ready for spring and hiking and volcanoes. I would kind of like to hike a volcano this year. Good thing I got one in my backyard. So ready for daylight savings time. Oh, you and me both. Good lord. Can we just be done with it? And I don't want to hear people's excuses of, oh, well, kids have to, get up in the dark and go to school in the dark and come home in the dark. I'm like, how about the kids in Alaska? How about that? You think you got it rough here because you have to go to school an hour earlier in the dark? Woohoo. Go to school in Alaska. It's dark from the time you go to school till the time you get home from school, to the time you have dinner, to the time you go to bed. And then the other half of the year, you don't see it dark. Everybody always throws that out as an excuse of why the rest of the country can't, stop with this daylight savings time. People in Alaska do just fine. And besides, Mel, like she says in the comments, had to walk uphill both ways to school. Suck it up, Buttercup. Exactly. Reminds me, I know I got that. Saved an example. No, not that one. No, not that one. That one's funny, but not that one. Um, sure, now I'm not going to find it. I just saw it the other day too. You guys hate when that happens. You're looking for, you're not looking for something and you see it, and then you're like, oh, you're reminded a couple days later, and you go to show somebody, and you're like, okay, where'd it go? That's where I'm at right now. I don't know where it went. That's a good one too. Her butt is too nice. Her beer is too, or his beer is too, or my beer is too cold, and I don't like bacon. Said no guy ever. Hmm. Of course, I'm not going to find it. If or when I find it, I'll just put it in the community tab. So keep an eye out for that. Yes. Do you know where your kids are at? Teach the kids to have thick skin. If you don't have thick skin, just ask Buffalo Bill. He's got thick skin down in the basement. I think we are all caught up. We are. And I don't know how we did it. I don't know how we made it through alive. Yvonne says I'm too sweet or that she's too sweet and innocent to have thick skin. If you don't have thick skin, then you just have to make sure your it gaff is broke. Well, Jason, it probably is full of toxic gas. All caught up. That's right, Cap. We got Cap and Captain. We got two captains, two Michaels, a unicorn. Michael, yes, definitely safe deliveries. You guys be safe out there. Watch out for the weirdos. They're everywhere. And you're watching one. And a princess. And a volcano, apparently. LOL, well, if you can believe I'm sweet and innocent, hubby used to think that of me until he. Women can be sweet and innocent when they want to. And on the flip side, they can make you, as a guy, question every decision you've ever made in your life if they so choose to. So until next time, yes, watch out for cyber trucks. They'll light up your life. I'm staying away from that one, Captain Michael. But you guys all have a good night. I'm gonna go get some food and do something. Figure out what I'm doing with my life. I'll talk to you guys all later. Be safe.